inside thing. I mean, it's not that big a deal. You'll find out in a few months anyway.
Big secret, don't let it get on the box.
Post it, I don't care. The way they're gonna, actually don't, if you don't mind. So I'll get in trouble. So basically, yeah, they're gonna start with a Z Nation movie. And that's basically gonna start the season. So it'll be like a 2-hour limited commercial thing. And I know this because they just finished filming the movie, and it sounds really awesome. So yeah, you can look forward to that, and then they'll just continue the season from there. So exclusive. There you go.
It sounds awesome.
Because I've been told some of what the storyline is. Yeah. Is everyone here for Z Nation? Basically? Okay. Is everyone caught up on the show? So y'all know what happens to me?
Yeah.
Not everyone? Yeah. Alright. I'm sorry. It's all good. Nothing. Everything's great.
Well, I was going to ask you, relating to that, you got eaten? What happened?
There you go.
What happened?
Well, oh gosh, now I feel bad. Well, it's out now, so what are you gonna do? It's so weird, like it's hard to like talk about shows anymore because everyone like binges on their own time, so it's like you never know where people are, but we're here to talk about Z Nation, so let's talk about it. So they were going to, the plan was to kill Mac early on, like when they started the series. Mac was only going to go through, midway through the first season, maybe a little more than that, and then luckily they just kind of decided to keep extending it through the second season, and then eventually there were talks about continuing the character from there, but it just, Carl Schaefer, the writer and the showrunner, the guy, it's his brainchild. He's basically got a 5-year plan and doesn't want to deviate too much from that. Now, obviously, we'll see in 5 years if he feels like he wants to keep it going, and he's obviously made adjustments as time goes on. But yeah, it was always a plan to off Mac, mostly so that sometimes on shows like this, you kind of have to do that one to keep kind of the spirit of no one is safe alive, which adds a level of intensity to it, which is kind of fun. I mean, that's part of what's fun about like something like Game of Thrones every week, which you're like, who knows what's going to happen week to week. But also, it allows it propels other characters on the show to evolve and go in different directions. Because like Mac and Addie were kind of stuck, if you think about it. It was a great relationship, and they went on a great journey, but I'm not really sure where they were going to go from there, because it seemed difficult that he was going to be able to, totally forgive her, and it just seemed like they weren't going to be able to move on from kind of being stuck in the mud. So it seemed, from their perspective, from what I understand, it seemed to make the most sense to just say, you know what, let's give them this closure, let's let them have this moment, and then she can move on, we can kind of move on with the show, Because there's nothing worse. I mean, you don't want to see nobody wants to see pouty Mac for a season and a half. She ditched me. That wouldn't have been fun for anybody. So they let me know before the second season started that this is kind of what's going to be happening, and that's what happened.
Well, it seemed like you went a different direction. You kind of broke it up at the end of the season, and then you got back together before you got eaten.
I know, it was a quick tease. It was like, and that was part of it too. Was like they were sort of teasing the long game of like, oh, these two are going to mend their fences over time, and then boom, it didn't happen. Which I think again is just part of the fun of a show like this. I mean, for lack of a better word, it's like you think it's going to go one direction, and then they hit you with something like that. Keeps people on their toes. I mean, listen, I love being on that show. I would have been happy to, go forever, but it's a zombie show, man. People gotta die. Yeah, shouldn't have.
When somebody's eaten or dismembered,
Yeah.
which is an interesting question to ask on a daily basis, Has there been cast sent off? Do you guys do something for the cast member who is no longer going to be alive anymore? Like behind set of not filming?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in my case, well, we had, how many deaths did we have up till me? Obviously, we killed the star of our show in episode 1. So not necessarily the biggest send-off for him, although he was awesome and we all loved him. But the first big one was, again, spoiler, if you're not 6 episodes